the border for people to ask questions of. Let's take a quick peek of what we're waiting for. He's now almost 30 minutes late. And we
Of course he
see
is.
the door opening there.
Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to the show. And
if you'll take questions, we do know this.
let's
That
see.
little desk, that Resolute desk off to the left of your screen, that's where he's going to sign an executive order giving federal level access to abortion after the overturning of Roe versus Wade. Stay tuned to the box.
All right, so they're gonna do a commercial. So
Hi, I'm William DeVay.
all right.
Did you know there's only been 2 times in America?
So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. So, y'all remember a couple weeks ago when Roe versus Wade was overturned by the Supreme Court? Apparently, Democrats did not like that. So they're forcing, let's go, Brandon, to sign an executive order so the federal government can kill babies. Basically, that's what it is. So, oh, by the way, the song I'm going to play, I do not own the song, but it's appropriate. Let me see if I can set it up here. Give me a second. I like doing this on live because, I get everybody's attention. Let's see here. Let go. Got to change my. I just want to say thank you people that watch me on YouTube, that watch me on Facebook. Thank you for all the birthday blessings. Thank you so much. All right, let's see here. Okay, we're gonna get into it. Let's see here. Oh, there we are. Let's see here. Go set it up. Let's go, Brandon. Set it up. Let's go, Brandon. All right, so give me a second. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, I do not own this music, but it's very important. We're going to play it. Let's see here. All right, here we go.
Showing results for all.
Let's go, Brandon.
Showing results for Let's Go Brandon.
All right. They're going to do a news conference, and Joe Biden's going to sign the executive order. But before we do that, I must play this song. This is dedicated to all the Democrats out there, all the celebrities, all the people in the dry-bad media. And once again, I do not own this song, but it's important and it's a news story. Here we go. Let's see. Oh, baby. Oh, wait. I'll do a commercial. There we go. Let's go, Brandon. Let's go, Brandon. Okay, that's enough of that before I get in trouble. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, it's 11 o'clock Texas time. Thank you. All right, we're just waiting. It's still on commercial, so we're waiting for Let's Go Brandon to show up and what he's gonna do. Oh boy. Let's see if we can play it on here. Might be better to do it this way, then I don't have to. I am still. Oh, okay. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
You will hear him sign an executive order
Mhm.
announce this to protect abortion. The president is expected to outline efforts to mitigate some potential penalties women seeking abortion face following the Supreme Court's decision to overturn Roe v. Wade. This comes with much clamoring, of course, from his far left base. The plan would instruct the Departments of Justice and Health and Human Services to push back against any state effort to limit a woman's ability to cross state lines for a legal abortion or try to get federally approved abortion medication. It comes at a time when the president has come under fire from some within his own party for not acting with more urgency. This is Outnumbered. Hello, everyone. I'm Kaylee McEnany here with my co-hosts, Harris Faulkner and Emily
Oh,
Capano.
thank you, Mr.
Also
Tilson.
joining
What's
us
going
from
on?
Cities and Richard Fowler. What we're about to see, Emily,
Let's
is
go,
a
Brandon.
red herring. I had our brain. Here's what they found.
Oh,
Currently, no state
thank you,
ban
Tilson, for the
allows
birthday
people to make
wishes.
interstate travel
Uh,
to take abortions. That is the crux of this deal we're about
I'm
to
doing this
sign.
news
Not
conference
only that,
because
you
Let's Go
read it
Brandon's
in
getting ready to sign an executive order ordering the federal government to kill babies. That's all I'm doing.
Questions raised by today's decisions are not too especially difficult as a constitutional matter. For example,
Mm-hmm.
a state cannot bar a resident of another state from traveling to another state to obtain an abortion. In my view, the answer to that question is no, based on the constitutional right to interstate travel. Kavanaugh, Roberts, three liberal justices, that equals 5. So he's trying to go after something that, quite simply, if you read the opinion, is a red. That's right, and I think that sort of dovetails.
So we're just waiting for, Let's Go Brandon. He's a half an hour late.
This entire time, which is absolutely missing the point, the substantive point of what the decision meant, how it overturned Roe v. Wade, what it restored and what it didn't, and what it actually meant for the citizens of each individual state.
So we're just waiting.
More signal that he can point to during his inevitable.
This is Outnumbered. Fox News.
Because those
4 hot women.
no matter what happens, are going to champion it no matter what. Actually, no, those that actually look.
So we're just waiting for. So basically, what he's trying to do, he's trying to support his left of the party, Democrat Party left. The Coconut, the AOC, Pocahontas, Bernie Sanders, Socialists, all those guys. So what does this mean? Absolutely nothing.
So this is interesting because he actually was the vice president in the United States when they had. And there was an opportunity for them to have chosen.
Okay, they're just talking about it, but all right.
Existed, to use their political capital to codify.
All right, so basically, we're still. Oh, thank you. Oh yeah, Mark. I have a new channel. This is my main one, but I have a new channel. It is called the Z Show Cruise Fun. I made that channel a couple days ago. Go ahead and subscribe to that channel. The Z Cruise is TheZeeshow Cruise Fun. And it's a new channel. That's for cruising. That's for traveling. So just go over there. I got videos over there. But we are just waiting for this. Let's Go Brandon. He's always late. But other than that, we're just waiting.
Favorite part is what you've all been waiting for. after me. I,
I. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here you go. Let's go, Brandon.
do solemnly swear
Extreme decision
that I will
overturning
support
the
the
road.
United States of
I
America
want to comment on one piece of good news, economic good news today. Today, the Labor Department reported that we've added
Send your link. Yes, I will. Absolutely. After this is over.
372,000. Here's why it's important. Our private sector has now recovered all of the jobs lost during the pandemic and added jobs on top of that. And we have more Americans working today in the private sector than any day under my predecessor. More today
Well,
than any time
okay.
in
I'll
American
call that out.
today.
Brandon, we were in a China virus.
Jobs in any quarter under any of my predecessors in nearly 40 years.
Oh, Lord.
Think about that. At a time when our critics said the economy was too weak or having already added more
All right.
jobs, we had already added
He's
more
not even
jobs
talking
than the
about
future,
abortion right now. He's
and
talking about the
president history.
jobs report.
We still added more jobs in the past 3 months than any administration in over 40 years. Now look, I know times are tough. Prices are too high. Families are facing a cost of living crunch. But today's economic news confirms the fact that my economic plan is moving this country in a better direction. The unemployment rate is near a historic low of 3.6%. Private sector jobs are at a record high. Gas prices are
All right, here we go.
In the aftermath of the Supreme Court's terrible, extreme, and I think so totally wrong-headed decision to overturn Roe v. Wade.
Mm-hmm.
In both formalized actions I announced right after the decision, as well as adding new measures today. Let's be clear about something from the very start. This was not a decision driven by the Constitution. Let me say it again. This was not a decision driven by the Constitution. And despite what those justices in the majority said, this was not a decision driven by history. You've all probably had a chance to read the decision and then the dissent. The majority rattles off laws from the 19th century to support the idea that Roe was a historic anomaly because states outlawed abortion in the 1880s toward the end. But that's just wrong. The truth is, today's Supreme Court majority that is playing fast and loose with the facts. Even 150 years ago, the common law and many state laws did not criminalize abortion early in pregnancy. Common law and many state laws did not criminalize abortion early in pregnancy, which is very similar to the viability line drawn by Roe. But the Dobbs majority ignores that fact. And the Dobbs majority ignores that many laws are enacted to protect women at the time when they were dying from unsafe abortions. This is the horrific reality that Roe sought to end. The practice of medicine should not be frozen in the 19th century. So what happened? The dissenting opinion says as clear as you can possibly say it. And here's the quote. Neither law nor facts nor attitudes have provided any new reason to reach a different result than Roe and Casey did. And has changed, and all that's changed is this court, end of quote. All that's changed is this court. That wasn't about the Constitution or the law.
What in the world is he talking about?
Long-seating antipathy toward Roe and the broader right to privacy. As the justice wrote in their dissent, quote, the majority has overruled Roe and Casey for one and only one reason, because it has always despised them, and now it has the votes to discard them, end of quote. So what we're witnessing wasn't a constitutional judgment. It was an exercise in raw political power. On the day the Dobbs decision came out, I immediately announced what I would do, but I also made it clear, based on the reasoning of the court, there is no constitutional right to choose. The only way to fulfill and restore that right. Let me explain. We need two additional pro-choice senators and a row. That's federal law. Your vote can make that a reality. I know it's frustrating, and it made a lot of people very angry, but the truth is this, and it's not just me saying, it's what the court said. When you read the decision the court has made clear, it will not protect the rights of women. Period. Period. After having made the decision based on a reading of a document that was frozen in time in the 1860s, when women didn't even have the right to vote, the court now, practically dares the women of America to go to the ballot box to restore the very rights they've just taken away. One of the most extraordinary parts of the decision, in my view, is the majority rights, and I quote, women, I'm just a quote now from the majority, women are not without electoral or political power. It is noteworthy that the percentage of women who register to vote and cast a ballot is consistently higher than the percentage of the men who do so. End of quote. Repeat the line. Women are not without electoral and political or political power. That's what they were saying. The really matters for the outcome of this issue. I don't think the court, or for that matter, the Republicans who for decades have pushed the extreme agenda, have a clue about the power of American women. But they're about to find out, in my view. It's my hope and strong belief that women will in fact turn out in record numbers to reclaim the rights that have taken from them by the court.
Let's go, Brandon.
And let me be clear. While I wish it had not come to this,
Joe
this is
Biden
the
supports
fastest
killing
route
babies.
available.
That's
I'm just
sick.
stating a basic fundamental notion. The fastest way to restore Roe is to pass the national law codifying Roe, which I will sign immediately upon its passage at my desk. And we can't wait. Extreme Republican governors, extreme Republican state legislators, and Republican extremists in the Congress overall, all of them have not only fought to take away our rights, but they're now determined to go as far as they can. Now, the most extreme Republican governors, United States legislators, have taken the court's decision as a green light to impose some of the harshest and most restrictive laws seen in this country in a long time. These are the laws that not only put women's lives at risk, these are the laws that cost lives.
I think Kamala Harris is
It's a
working
giant step backwards in much of our country.
for
Already
UPS.
the bans are in effect in 13 states. 12 additional states are likely to ban choice in the coming weeks. And in a number of these states, the laws are so extreme, they've raised the threat of criminal penalties for doctors and healthcare providers. They're so extreme that many don't allow for exceptions, even for rape or incest. Let me say it again. Some of the states don't allow for exceptions for rape or incest. This isn't some imagined horror. It's already happening. Just last week, it was reported that a 10-year-old girl was a rape victim of 10 years old. And she was forced to have to travel out of the state to Indiana to seek to terminate the presidency and maybe save her life. That's the last part is my adjustment. 10 years old. 10 years old. Raped, 6 weeks pregnant, already traumatized. Was forced to travel to another state. Imagine being that little girl.
6 weeks old.
I'm serious. Just imagine being that little girl. 10 years old.
10 years old.
Does anyone believe that this Ohio's majority view that should not be able to be dealt with? Or in any other state in the nation?
Mm-hmm.
10-year-old girl should be forced to give birth to a rapist child? I can tell you what I know. I can't think of anything that's much more extreme. Court's decision has already been received by Republicans in Congress as a green light to go further and pass a national ban. A national ban. Remember what they're saying? They're saying there's no right to privacy, so therefore it's not protected by the Constitution. So left up to the states and the Congress what they want to do. And
Really?
some of my Republican friends are talking about it, getting the Congress to pass a national ban. And the extreme positions that they're taking in some of these states. That will mean the right to choose will be illegal in nationwide if in fact they succeed. Let me tell you something. As long as I'm president, it won't happen, because I'll veto it. So the choice is clear. If you want to change the circumstance for women and even little girls in this country, please go out and vote. When tens of millions of women vote this year, they won't be alone. Millions and millions of men will be taking up the fight alongside them to restore the right to choose. And the broader
I don't think so.
in this nation, which they denied existed. And the challenge from the court to the American women and men.
Oh, okay. Sorry. He's speaking loud and it my give me a second. He whispered and my speaker went out. It has to reload.
Kevin,
God damn it, really? All right. But basically, he's saying that he's
state to provide that care. Protect the woman's right to the FDA-approved, Federal Drug Administration-approved medication that's been available for over 20 years.
yeah.
The executive order provides safeguards to access care. A patient could live in an emergency room and then unit. She's expressing and experiencing life-threatening miscarriage. But the doctor is going to be so concerned about being criminalized for treating her.
Mm-hmm.
The delayed treatment to call the hospital lawyer was concerned the hospital would be penalized if the doctor provides the life-saving care. It's outrageous. I don't care what your position is. It's outrageous. And it's dangerous. That's why this executive order directs the Department of Health and Human Services, HHS, to ensure all patients, including pregnant women and girls, experiencing pregnancy loss, get emergency care they need under federal law, and the doctors have a clear guidance on their own responsibilities and protections, no matter what state they're in. The executive order protects access to contraceptives they're not allowed to sign. Justice Thomas himself said that under the reasoning of this decision, this is what Justice Thomas said in his concurring opinion, that the court should reconsider the constitutional right to contraception, to use contraception, even among married couples. In what century? There used to be a case called Connecticut versus Griswold, which was declared unconstitutional in the late 60s.
Wait a minute.
It said a married couple in the privacy of their
Kamala
bedroom
Harris cheated
could not
with a
decide
married
contraception.
man.
Right now,
Hold
in
on.
all 50 states and districts,
I gotta back this up.
the Affordable Care Act guarantees insurance coverage for women's health services, including
Wait a minute.
free birth control.
Kamala Harris
The order directs HHS to identify ways to
cheated
expand access to it.
with a married
Like IUDs,
man.
birth control pills, emergency contraception. And equally important, this executive order protects patient privacy and access to information, which, looking at the press assembled before me, probably know more about it than I do. I'm not a tech guy, I've learned it. Right now, when you use a search engine or the app
Oh
on your
no.
phone,
This is evil.
companies collect your data. They sell it to other companies. They
Oh my
share
God,
it
what?
with us. There's an increasing concern that extremist governors and others will try to get that data off of your phone, which is out there.
Let's go, Brandon.
To find what you're seeking, where you're going, and what you're doing with regard to your health care. Talk about no privacy. No privacy in the Constitution. There's no privacy. Period. This executive order asks the FTC to crack down on data brokers that sell private information to extreme groups. Remind you, sell private information to anybody.
Mm-hmm.
It provides private health information. It protects private health information in states with extreme laws. The executive order strengthens coordination at the federal level. It establishes a task force led by the White House Department and the Department of Human Services, focused specifically on using every federal tool available to protect access to reproductive health care.
God damn it. All right, so basically, I'm not gonna listen to all of this because it's just totally ridiculous. It's totally stupid. It's totally false. And the thing is, Joe Biden supports killing babies. Now, I won't talk about what he said, but really, you're gonna talk about women's health, but you only talk about your idiotic son's health, mental health, using drugs, having prostitutes, getting money from China. Okay, guys, think about this, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the thing. I'm just gonna break it down for you. Joe Biden, let's go, Brandon, supports killing babies. It's sad to say, but it is true. He supports killing babies. And by the way, for those of you that still support abortion, Roe v. Wade was passed in 1973. Over 67 million babies were killed. All right. Next words I gotta say. Let's go, Brandon.